recently played probably about 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Jean-Pierre, JP's out in Calcutta. Yeah, I know, folks, the smells are free. This is incredible stuff, and I want to give him a little bit of love because back in the day when I was doing blue and white football and basketball, he then had a little Caesar's Pizza franchise right here in this beloved community, and he always helped local sports. So good guy there, 330-385-6747, jps.com. Get your orders in, and they are waiting for you. Now, we are waiting to talk a little golf. As you can see, Golf Channel behind us, the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am is underway. And who are your leaders right now, Alex?
Kevin Strudelman and Bo Hostler. Bo Hostler is a young pro out of Texas. He's an amateur, just turned professional a year ago, and he's been playing good golf. Came up just short at the Waste Management Phoenix Open, and good chance because he was playing at Pebble Beach today, and the other guy was playing at Monterey Peninsula, so it's a good run.
All right, listen, before we jump into some underrated players that you could expect maybe some big things this year, something I came up, I've always been an underdog, folks, so what can I say? I have a special place in my heart for them, and we're also coming up in the next video talking all the top 10 currently right now and some of his thoughts, their style, who they are, what he thinks is going to happen as the PGA Tour is underway for 2018. But I want to talk about the NBA because it was a big day and we're in Ohio and not too far from Cleveland, and this is Cavalier country, and man, I'll tell you, the trading block, what a big day, and some of the big names like Dwayne Wade and Derrick Rose are out in Cleveland. Tell me what happened.
Just a huge day, huge trading, deadlines coming up, and a lot of the people were saying that if the Cavs didn't get something done, that LeBron was going to be out for the next year. So they did a lot. They got Dwayne Wade out, Derrick Rose, Amon Shumpert, James Crowder, Isaiah Thomas to multiple different teams. Dwayne Wade's going back to the Heat, and their biggest problem wasn't so much scoring. They could score, it was playing defense, and I think they realized that how much important that was as they weren't gelling together. So they got great people for them, Rodney Wood, and he's a great three-point threat. He also plays defense, another point guard, and they still have Kyle Korver, they still have LeBron James. I mean, the Cavs have everything they need. Granted, it's not maybe what people think, but it's a new change in Cleveland, and I think it could be good for them.
Listen, my friend Bob Berbick, who lives down the street for many years, used to help me put all these sporting events, he and Ron Offenbaugh on the local radio, said that Alex was trying to take my job. Yes, he's already got my job, and he can have my job because guess what I'm doing, Mr. Berbick? I'm going to become your neighbor and just sit on your deck all day with you because you're retired now from Lamar, and I'll even cut your grass for free. So get ready. I'm on my way. Now, here we go. Some of the underrated players that you can look for to do big things. I've been a fan of the tour for a long time. Can't play the game like this man can, but I love talking about it. I love the Golf Channel. And you know how I feel about Mr. Arnold Palmer, of course, right? Well, Bill Haas, six-time PGA winner. Last time he won in 2015, he won the Humana Challenge. Now, his father was Jay Haas. So he's a guy that I think a lot of people need to start thinking about turning things around and heading in the right direction. He's in that sweet spot as far as his game is concerned. He's 35 years young. So tell me about Bill Haas.
Bill is, he sort of came out of nowhere. He's always been a consistent golfer on the tour. But just this last week, he got a goal in the first round of the Waste Management Phoenix Open, and he was leading by 3. He shot 7 or 8 under the first day. And to do that, to lead by that much on TPC Scottsdale, that's hard because it's a go-getter's golf course, and for him to be able to do that just shows that his game was gelling. He's just got to put 4 rounds together, and that's one tough thing about golf. But once he does that, I think he'll be in the winner's circle sooner than later.
Al and Mary Tambellini, we love you. Your grandson, I tell you what, he is the real deal. Jonathan Vegas, 3 victories on the PGA Tour, including 2 at the RBC Canadian Open, ranked 35th last year. What can you tell me about this guy?
He's a great guy. He's another strong, powerful golfer. 2 wins at any country's open back-to-back, any tournament back-to-back is nothing to play around with. It's something that plays with your mind a little bit whenever you won a tournament before, and you have a chance to defend it, pressure, different things that go along with that. If you can do that, it shows a lot about who you are as a golfer. But I think one of his strong points is driving the ball. If he can get some putts rolling in, I think he's going to be good at any place you can take it to.
Up next, most underrated players. Patrick Kale, 25, pro since 2012, UCLA Bruin. Number one ranking, 55 weeks in a row as far as amateur golf ranking. Also amateur who shot a 60 at the Travelers and won for the first time at the 2017 Shriners Hospital for Children Open. And of course, Justin Timberlake, a big part of that tournament, and he will be in Pittsburgh in June. And news, in case you missed it, he's added another show for September. So tell me about this golfer.
He's really good. He broke through early. The wraparound season, really good for amateurs, and because some of the high names don't play, some of the pressure's off. Like you said, he's when you're ranked number one in the world in anything, amateur. It shows that you can play, and the wraparound season gives a lot of opportunities for those guys off the Web.com tour. Everybody that has game to break through, and once you break through, it gives you all the opportunities in the world. Trip to go to Augusta, that's a dream come true for golfers. It secures your PGA Tour card for 2 years, and it's a great thing whenever somebody can break through, and it just lets whoever it is grow. It doesn't matter who you are. It just helps you grow a lot and have security and lets you play your own game.
All right, of course, his mother Mimi and his father Jason Croxwell, great teacher at East Liverpool High School, does a whole lot of stuff in this type of work, so we are so happy that he is shooting this video tonight. Kevin Chappell, 31, 180 PGA Tour starts, 6 runner-up finishes, first win 2017 at the Valero Open and finished 17th at the Masters. Talk about him.
Kevin, another big bomber. He goes out there. He's one of the guys who wears a flat bill hat. He's a laid-back kind of guy. He just goes out there, grips it and rips it, and goes. But he's got a lot of game. It took him a while to break through. He's a guy that can show his emotions. Anytime you went on the PGA Tour, it's an emotional roller coaster up and down. But to finish 17th at the Masters after you got your win at the Valero Texas Open 2 weeks before the Masters just shows his game was in some good swing. I believe he works with Butch Harmon, and anybody that works with him can do some stuff. He's a great coach, and I wouldn't count him out. Sure.
Just a couple. By the way, Harmon, a great swing coach, no doubt. He's worked with the best. Just a few more here, then we're going to take a break and head downstairs. Other part of this wonderful place in Eastern Ohio that is their home, and we'll show you some golf memorabilia and talk about the top 10 players in the world going into the action this weekend at the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am, and the Masters looming just a few weeks away before you know it. Paul Casey, 1 win, PGA Tour, 09 Shell Open. Hard to believe because the guy is just so steady. 13 wins on the European Tour. A lot of folks feel as though it's about his time to start cashing in on the regular PGA Tour.
Absolutely. He, like you said, he's one of the most consistent golfers all the time. You see him in the mix. He's a great ball striker. It seems the British Open's probably been his best major, and anybody that can contend in that, 40-degree weather, 50 mile per hour winds. It's just something you have to be a great ball striker, and once you put all that together, it shows. I mean, he's won 13 times on the European Tour, and that's no joke in itself. Just sometimes on the PGA Tour, I mean, it's the toughest tasks there is in golf, and it just takes a lot, and he can break through easy, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him win a major here in the next couple of years.
Well, you're getting old while he's talking and giving you all the information. I'm just wanting to eat some pizza, folks. You understand? That's where I'm at in life now. It's all about the food. Now, last guy, Kevin Kisner. 2 tour wins. He had a 1-shot lead heading into the final round of Quail Hollow before he finished tied for 7th. Talk about Kevin Kisner.
Kevin Kisner. He's a great great golfer. He shows up in majors, which is majors are the toughest task in golf, and anybody that can do that is great. He's a great Ryder Cup teammate. He just has some fire in him that it takes to go out there, and whenever you have that, there's just something that somebody can't take away from you is your desire and your love for the game. And he might be a little guy, and he might not be able to hit it too far. but he can play, and he's really close to breaking through.
All right, stick with us, folks. The world's top 10 as we continue. One more video tonight after this very long day with your Pratte Pack. Good evening.